people of India. I thank you for the great honor of addressing the representative of more than 1 billion Indians and the world's largest democracy. I bring the greetings and the friendship from the world's oldest democracy, USA, including nearly more than 3 billion proud and patriotic Indian Americans. For the past 3 days, my wife Mitchell and I have experienced the beauty and dynamism of India and its people. From the majesty of human stone to the advanced technologies, women and farmers were the backbone of Indian society. From dual celebration to school children to the innovators who were fueling the Indian economic race. From the university students who will serve the India's future to leaders and brought India to its moment of promise. At every stop, we have been welcomed with great hospitality for which Indians have always been known. So to you and the people of India, behalf of me, my wife Mitchell, and the people of America, please accept our deepest thanks. Bahut dhanyawad. I am not the first American president to visit India, nor will I be the last. And it is no coincidence that India is my first stop visit to Asia, or my longest visit to country since becoming president. For me, in the Asia and around the world, India is not simply a emerging country. It has already emerged. And it is my firm belief that the relationship between India and the United States, bound by our shared interests and the values, which will be one of the defining partnerships of 21st century. This is the partnership which I came here to build, and the visions of our nation can realize it. My confidence in our shared future is grounded in my respect for India, past civilization that has been shaping the world for thousands of years. Indians unlock the increases of human body and vastness of our universe. And it is no exaggeration to say the information of our age is rooted in Indian innovations, including the number 0. India not only opened our minds, she expanded our moral imagination with the religious texts of faithful to the lives of dignity and discipline. With a poet whose imagination of future, where there is a mind is without fear and the head is held high. With a person whose lessons of love and justice endures the father of your nation. For me and my wife Mitchell, this visit therefore held some special meaning. Throughout my life and my work as a young man, behalf of urban poor, I have always been for inspiration to the life of Gandhi. His simple and profound lessons that change we seek in the world. He summoned Indians to seek their destiny. He influenced the champions of equality in my own country too, including the young Martin Luther King. Just to conclude, I want to say that God bless you and God bless India. Thank you.